Welcome back, friends, to part 3 of Romancing My Romance Scammer. I hope you're having a great day. If you have not seen part 1 or part 2, there's a lot of backstory, a lot of explanations, especially in part 1. Please watch this first. I also encourage you to share those first 2 videos. Share this one. Get the word out that there are people like this who want to take advantage of you. Also share about the SNAP food stamp scam that I posted about. There's so many ways these horrible people are trying to take advantage of good people. So please, please, please share so we can help possibly save someone from a lot of turmoil and heartache. So we are back. Let's get back to the chat log. I just wanted to remind you who we're really talking to, or who I'm telling you about. We're not talking about Jay Arnold. We are talking about this gentleman right here. We have a lot to go through. And this is a reminder who he's pretending to be. A director, filmmaker, writer, producer, Jay Arnold. When we last left off, I sent a picture that I got off of Google of a Steam card, because he wanted a Steam gift card supposedly for his son. Sorry, I had a phone call, so I got a little forgetful what I said, but he was starting to fail on me a little bit. He was like, you're not going to give me what I want. If you remember, like, he said that you won't even pay for medical expenses if it was an emergency, and I tried to tell him that a video game gift card for his son is not the same thing. So I went on Google. I found this image of a Steam card. I did some cropping. I did some changes with lighting. So I did a very quick bad version of this, and I wanted it to be blurry. I wanted it to look like I just took it real quick because I wanted to bait him a little bit further. Jay Arnold says, okay, I'm waiting for you. Text me when you get up, because I told him I was not getting up yet. It was early. It was my day off, and I was not happy with him. And I said, it would be so much easier for everyone if you just send the picture I requested. So if you remember, I said, I will give you this card if you send me a picture of yourself as Jay Arnold. Because at this point, I'm supposed to know that he's Jay Arnold still. And I said, I need a picture with your name or even the date. So I want the date and you holding it up so I know it's an actual picture from now. And he doesn't want to do that. We know he doesn't want to do that because he's not really who he says he is. Now, I did expect him to like do a really bad crop on a picture, but he didn't do that. So I don't know how he was able to do the video calls that I talked about last time, because eventually we're going to have a video call here, and he's going to have the face of Jay Arnold speaking to me, but he mutes Jay Arnold and talks over his voice. I don't know how he's able to do that, but not crop a photo. Maybe he had some help with that. I don't know. But it's confusing how he has certain abilities, but then he doesn't at the same time. And he says, no, I prefer calling you video chat, because I was trying to get him to do the video chat as well. I said, if your face is invisible, don't bother. Okay, baby, are you there with me? And I said, yeah. Because he kept on doing like video calls, but remember he put his thumb over the camera, or he wouldn't be looking at the floor. I wish I would have recorded these videos, but like I said before then, I wasn't smart enough to know that I could record my screen on my phone. So live and learn. Next time we will know. I said, okay, I just finished talking with my son. What are you doing now? He's still holding the son story. I said, how is your son? He said, he's absolutely doing good. So guys, he's surviving. He doesn't have the Steam card. He's okay. I said, good. So he called me. I missed it. I called him back again. He called me. And then he's saying that I can't see you. And then this is a conversation where I believe I'm standing at Walmart at this point, because I have like no signal at my house. I don't have internet, so nothing really works. Like literally my phone will not let me watch like a YouTube video until like 10 o'clock at night. For some reason, my data just does not work. I don't know if it's because everyone around me is using the internet and that's what's happening, but I don't know. So he called me back. But I could see him, I could see what he was showing fine. I could see that he could see me. It was him. He's just making an excuse. He says, what happened? I can't see you. I said, show me your face. Cause I could hear him. He was talking to me, but I couldn't see him. I said, show me your face. And I kept, like, on the video, like, putting my hand and, like, circling around my face, like this. I kept saying, show me your face. Show me your face. And he wouldn't. So I said, you can see me. I can't see you. Also muting your mic, because he was muting his mic at points, too. He says, I'm calling you again. I missed his call. He says, please pick up the call. I said, I'm trying to, because my phone was not cooperating. He says, okay, go ahead and call me, okay? And why aren't you picking up my calls? I said, they're not coming through on my end. Apparently, I have bad signal at home at the moment or something. So I lied. I'm not at Walmart yet, but I'm getting ready to go, apparently. The signal seems so bad. I don't get it. I can barely see you. Seems like a wave. I don't know what he's talking about. I think that it's just an excuse, but I don't know what he's talking about. 2 missed calls. Call me, baby, I'm waiting. Baby, are you there with me? I was ignoring him because he was annoying to me. I said, I keep trying to call, which I wasn't. Well, I was. It just doesn't show it, because I was trying to call him because I wanted to see his face. He says, what do you suggest? Don't you think we should leave this another time when the signal is good? But he still wants the card. I said, wait until I get somewhere with Wi-Fi. I should have internet at work tomorrow. He says, what should I do now? Wait or leave it until tomorrow? What do you suggest? He is very impatient. Like, chill, man. I said, tomorrow, I guess. Your video call last night was just on a loop. And that was what I meant. Video call last time was just on a loop. It was Jay Arnold's face just talking but muted, and he was talking over him. He says, okay, send me the card while we wait until tomorrow then. I said, no. See, he still wants the card even though he's not giving me what I want. He's like, why? I said, not the agreement. If you wanted today, send the picture I requested. Which, you gotta think as if I am the victim here of a scam and I don't know it. Why can't he send this picture? What is such a big deal? The picture is so much easier than sending the video with the video chat. Even like last time we talked about it, he was scared to do video chat because he's shy, guys. So the real Sarah would be like, well, why can't we? I don't understand. Why can't you just send a picture? Why is this so hard? I'm not supposed to know that he's not really Jay. So to me, in my brain, this would make so much sense. And it doesn't make sense that he refuses to do it. And then I said, send me the picture I requested. He says, nope, I'll not. Listen to me. I said, then no card today. He said, keep your card. Stay away from me. Oh, Jay, did you not get what you wanted? Poor baby. I said, seriously? He says, don't text me anymore because I'm tired of you. He's tired of me, guys. Oh, the baby didn't get his gift card. He tried, like, he's put, like, a couple hours of effort in, and he's upset because he's not getting what he wants. The poor baby. So I tried calling him, and I said, answer. I called him again. Hold on a while. I said, I have signal at Walmart right now. Okay, now I'm at Walmart. I can stop lying to you. I'm at Walmart now. He says, stay online, I'll call you. I said, you can type, if you can type, you can answer. So, like, he was literally typing me, but and I knew what it was. It was because he was trying to get the Jay Arnold loop up. So what, he's trying to do is he's trying to get that set up. He can't answer the phone because then it'll show him he can't put it on the loop on his screen. I don't exactly know how he does it. I don't know if he's had it on a laptop and he's showing me the laptop, but that's why he wanted to be the one that calls. And I said, if it's the loop you're going to show, don't bother. I said, you're not very good at this. You might want to try something else or get money like a good person. So I'm trying to hint at him saying, I know this is a scam. I know that you suck at your job. Just be a good person. And he answered me for a minute. I said, why did you hang up? Hello. He says, hi, honey. Are you there? Now, he's calling me honey, guys, at 2:21 p.m. But he told me, let's see, a few minutes ago that he doesn't want to talk to me anymore. I said, you think I'm dumb? That's a looped video. Because once again, I'm like doing the circle around my face. I'm like, this is a loop. And I'm standing in the pharmacy line. And I think people thought I was crazy. Because I said, stop showing me a loop. Show me your real face. He says, what do you mean by looped video? I don't understand what you're saying. So he knew what I was saying. He just was trying to play dumb. He knows what I'm saying. Because he knows what he's doing. I said, the same video on a loop that's not you right now. You know what I'm talking about. Missed call. He said, stop all this, sweetie. What has come over you? I said, don't use his name that way. I told you what I want. He says, you mean writing my name on a piece of sheet and send it to you? And it's amazing. Right now he can say that. He knows exactly what I'm talking about. But then he's going to play stupid at least 15 more times. Like, I don't know what you want. What picture? I said, that's what I want on your picture. That's what I want. On your picture, you refuse to send. I was telling you to not use the Lord's name in that way. And this is supposed to be a Christian, guys. He shouldn't have done that. He says, keep your card. I don't need your help anymore. Stay away from me. And I said, you're a bad romance scammer. Lagos does have jobs. Missed call. So I've literally called him out. Okay, I've said, you're a bad romance scammer. Because I thought, okay, he's done. He's not going to do this. And I really thought we're in a constant loop here. It's not going to get resolved. I'm bored. He sucks at this. So I told him, you're a bad scammer. Lagos does have jobs. Which I told you last video, he doesn't actually live in Lagos. And we figured it out. So stay tuned. He says, come on, pick up the call. I said, I'm busy. What do you want? At this point, I'm annoyed with him. I'm trying to enjoy my day off, trying to get some errands done. He keeps calling me. And I'm like, what? He says, I want to show you my true self. So since I've called him out on being a bad romance scammer, he's ready to show his real face. He says, I want to show you my true self. Are you interested in seeing my real face? I said, you told me not to talk to you anymore. I'm like, you just said don't talk to you anymore, man. And then now you're like, well, talk to me. See, look at my beautiful face. He says, forgive me. I want to show you my true self. If you'll love me for who I'm, I said that due to anger. Call me a video call. I want to show you my true self. Missed call. I'm dealing with personal stuff over here. I don't have time for this right now. He says, do you mean you should stop texting you? I should stop texting myself? Okay. I said, I sent have time for a video call. I don't have time for a video call. See, I don't even talk with proper English. Do you mean I should stop texting you? I want to show you off my real identity. Okay, if you don't want me anymore. I said, just send a picture. Really? Would you like me the way I'm? I don't think you'll like me the way I'm. And here's his picture. That's me, call to confirm. And his shirt says smoking time. Is that somebody important, famous? I don't know. Let me know. Hold up a note with today's date as requested before. Once again, I'm not in the mood for a video chat right now. I was annoyed because he kept calling me. And he was being stupid. And so I wanted to confirm that this was actually him. He wasn't just stealing another picture from someone. That's why I wanted the picture still. He says, just call me a seconds to confirm. Just call to say hi. See my face. Maybe some other time we will talk as much. I said, why can't you do the picture? I just want to see the picture. I was done, and I was back home at this point. I didn't have really good connection anyway. He says, because my cell phone isn't clear enough, and it's already late here. Believe me, that's my real self. I'm from Nigeria. Call me seconds to confirm yourself. I said, I know you're from Nigeria. I've always known. No picture sounds like an excuse. So once again, I am just wanting him to confirm that this is not just a picture of somebody else. And we do eventually do a video call with his face, and I took screenshots, so we do know it's actually him. It wasn't just some friend that he had standing in for him. I wanted to make sure of that as well, because I wanted his real face out there. He says, call me now. Like me, try. Hold on a while. So he wants me to try to call him, and he wants me to like him still. He still wants the card, basically. He says, I can't find a pen here in my house, but I'll do as you say tomorrow. How do you not have a frickin' pen? I want to ask you a question. Do you even like me the way I am? I said, I may, but right now I'm currently frustrated with you. And what did I do? Why? I'm like, what do you mean, what did you do? What? How do you not understand why? And I think this is like naive, but also narcissism. He's like, I didn't do anything. Why would you be mad at me? And he's like gaslighting me about it. He's like, I didn't do anything. You have no reason to be mad at me. It's like, what did you do? You're a liar. What did you think you did? What do you think you did? You're also probably lying to many other women so there's that too. Romance scammers don't have only one target, and that's correct. So if you see you're talking to someone, they don't use your real name, they call you all the pet names like baby, sweetheart, love, all those things, it's because they don't need to keep track of names that way, okay? And they try to keep their stories very generic, very straight and forward, so that they know exactly what they've said to who. And they're not going to waste their time on just one person because people like me could be refusing to give him money. So he has to have multiple opportunities. Just like when I said he was friends with another person I'm on Facebook with, same reason. He says, that's the reason why I showed my true identity, true self, sorry. Nope, I like you from my heart. Yeah, okay. I said, after I wouldn't give in and give you money, if I gave you the card, you never would have. Yeah, he never would have showed his identity had I not called him out, is what I'm saying. He's like, I'm single. I wish to be your friend. We can talk as much on video call, on WhatsApp, Telegram, or Google Chat anywhere you want. Don't go to Telegram. Don't go to WhatsApp. WhatsApp, your call quality is going to be a lot better, but just don't do it. Don't go on Telegram. There is even a scam for a job. I get that scam every once in a while. Maybe I'll record about that. But they want you to go into Telegram so that they can send you links, and you click the links, and then they get access to things that they should not have access to. And they can give you viruses. They can give you whatever they want. So stay off of these just to keep yourself safe. Normally, I don't do scam. This is my first time of doing it. Believe me. As bad as he is at this, I want to believe that. I want to believe that this is his first time scamming people. I don't think I'm the only one he's scamming. But as bad as he is, I think that this is his first time. But also, he could just really suck at this, and he keeps trying and trying and trying. And maybe he does get some help every once in a while, or some poor person to give him money. But either way, he sucks. I don't see him getting any better. I hope that he has learned his lesson. I doubt it. It's a lot easier than having a real job. I said, you were bad at it, just so you know. He says, send me your number so I can add you on WhatsApp. I said, I don't have that, and I'm not going to get it. You said it's late. Have a good night. I'll talk to you tomorrow. So it's very late for him right now in the country that he's in, and I did not want to talk to him anymore. He says, okay, tomorrow I'll take a picture as you wish. I said, okay, good night. Night. Okay, Friday morning. Good morning, and it's 2:26 a.m. 2:26 a.m. I was not happy. I'm on call pretty much every night, and my phone has to be on. I can't silence it. I can't silence notifications. I have to have it on because if I get a call from work, I have to be up. I have to answer it. So I was getting woken up by these messages, and that's why I was texting him when he was complaining that it's late, because I want him to be inconvenienced as well. He says, good morning, and sends me the pictures. Look at that. Look at that smug look on his face. Like, Found a pen. Wow. Surprised you even had paper. So this is our friend. I said, thanks. I was not, I'm like, okay, thank you for showing me your real face. So look at this face. Spread it, guys. Spread this guy's face everywhere. I don't care. There's no such thing as privacy for this guy. He doesn't deserve it, okay? His family deserves privacy, especially if they don't know this is what he's doing. But he needs to be known as a scammer, guys. We need to get it word out. Do not trust this man. I said, thanks. He's like, do you like me for who I'm? I said, I can get to know you. So this is me still trying to, I am coming off cold, but I'm trying to keep this going to see where we go from here. I was waiting for another excuse to need the cards now, oh, I'm sick or something like that, and I need help. I wanted to see what other angles he would do. I wanted to keep him busy still. He says, yes, for sure. I just pray you don't stop talking to me. I hope you won't stop talking to me now that you know my real identity. Identity, guys. Woo! I'm still here. I'm apparently just not in a good mood right now. He's like, I'm happy hearing that. I'm sorry if I tried to collect money from you. Please find a place in your heart to forgive me. Now, he's going to ask me for money in a little bit, so apparently he didn't learn his lesson. It's not my fault. It's the situation at here in my country. No job, no cash. Everything is hard over here. I said, tried? As in, like, you tried to collect money? You tried to, like, you basically demanded the money, man. And it's just always the same excuse. They all have the same excuse. It's too hard here. You don't understand. Now, I do agree. In the place that I believe he's at, in the place he's claiming to be at, yes, it's harder over there. But there are jobs. There are things they can do. This is the type of person who doesn't want to try. Okay? That's the vibes I'm getting. This guy is online all day long. He has a place to live. He has things to do. He goes places according to him. So he does have some support. And there are certain culture aspects that I bring up in a little bit that you'll see that I'm aware of. I could be wrong, but what's been represented to me as cultures based on what I've seen on with some research and like television, and things like that, I've gathered some information, understanding a little bit of their culture. This is when I thought he was in Nigeria. He says, I learned how to cut hair. I'm a barber, but no money to open a shop. I'll be 26 in September. I mean my age. I'm single. There he is again. If you're a barber, you need to cut your hair. Send me your beautiful picture. I said, sorry, it's been a crazy day. A cray day. Oh gosh, sir, it's been a cray day. He's like, I understand. How are you doing now? I said, okay, I'm tired. Which, he's going to complain a little bit that I always say that. Guess what, man? I'm always tired. It says, if you are truly not currently scamming anyone else and don't plan to do it again, you need to do 3 things. 1, you need to delete your fake Facebook account. So that's the account that first time that Jay Arnold contacted me. You need to delete that account. If you're not him, you need to delete the account. 2, you need to change the name on here to your real one. As you can see, he didn't do that. And I said 3, you need to put the correct name on here as well. So you need to change the name and you need to put the correct name. I think I meant to say you need to put your correct picture because I said his name twice. He says, okay, I'll do that, baby. I'm sorry for the response. I fall asleep. Good. I'm glad I woke you. He's like, at this point, I can't change the email unless I create another one. But I've changed my profile pic and changed it to my real name, Obse Joshua. So I think his name is Joshua Obuse. No, it's not. Somebody from this country is not going to have an American name. This is not his real name, guys. It's not. I promise you, it is not his real name. It's probably the name that he uses at his, I think he works for a call center, a scanning call center. And this is probably the first name that they gave him. Because when you work for a call center, they do take away your name and they give you a new one. And that is the name that you go by. Okay? So that is not his real name. If it's his real name, I will be shocked. Feel free to prove me wrong, but it's not his real name. I believe Obuse, but I don't believe Joshua. It's like, I have deactivated my Facebook account. He didn't. I already showed you before that he even changed it to someone even more well-known, apparently. I didn't know who they were, but he changed it. So that's a lie. He did not deactivate his Facebook account. So he did change his picture and his name on here. I've done what you said. Please tell me I'll do anything you want just to make you happy. Oh, he just wants to make me happy, guys. He's so sweet. Send me your beautiful picture. I said, okay. I sent him a picture of me at Disney on Ice. He says, wow, you're looking good. How are you doing today? I said, I'm struggling today. He's like, you're working today? I said, no, I'm off. Just have bad signal. Because I was having spy signal at Disney on Ice. He says, okay, I suggest we talk tomorrow. Been Sunday, we will talk on video call. I said, we will see. Because I knew that I wouldn't have signal at home. He says, okay, I'll be waiting. Now that you know my real identity, why don't you get the card for me? See, we're already asking for money, guys. We are already asking money. It's 3:44 a.m. And he's already asking me for money again. He couldn't even make it like a day without asking me for the card again. Please, I'll love you, make use of this card, Please go get me the card. Please, I want to subscribe my cell phone because it's out of date. Please help me with the card. Please explain to me, somebody in the comments, please explain to me, how does a Steam gift card update his phone to where he keep talking to me? I don't know if this is just my white privilege showing, but I've never had to use a gift card to activate my phone to upgrade it. To update it. I don't understand that. So either this is something that's legit, he needs an update so he can message on here, or it's just a stupid lie because it makes no sense to me. I said, wow, what do you mean subscribe your cell phone? He says, are you willing to help me? My software is out of update and need this card to help keep online. Please buy this card for me. I said, a Steam card updates your phone software? He says, yes, please help. Please, if you know this is true or something like that, explain it to me in the comments. I want to understand this, but it's a lie. And until somebody can show me and explain it to me, this is the stupidest lie I've ever heard. A Steam video game gift card will update my phone. Please help me. Will you get it for me? I said, how does that update your phone? And he says, stop asking me questions. So that's what tells me that this is BS, because he doesn't have an answer for that because he's lying. He says, stop asking me questions. I told you I want to make use of it, because he knows that I have that gift card. He says, you don't get to say that or talk like that to me. You're the one begging for money. I'm asking legitimate questions because what you're saying does not make sense. And he's like, how? How what? I said, I want to make use of it to update my software so I can be able to purchase online stuff, also be able to text with you. I can also exchange it for money if I want. That's exactly what he wants it for. You know, situation I hear is difficult. We barely survive here. No money or food either. Please help me. Buy this card for me. Will you do this for me? Will you get me this card? So I stood up to him because I wanted to just show him that, like, no, I'm in control here. You're not. And they don't like that. You eventually do have to give them a little bit of leeway. That's why I keep bringing them back in, because it's like, oh, okay, yeah, let's talk a little bit more. Let me get to understand things. And then I'm like, no, don't be a jerk. This is kind of just like us doing the give and take back and forth. And I also wanted people to see that this BS of we don't have any money, we don't have any food, I could sell this to make money so I can get food for myself and my family. This is pity party BS, okay? No. It says, you couldn't even wait 24 hours to ask for more money. It says, it's a situation out here. It's not my fault. Please help me, baby. It says, what jobs have you worked? Because I'm like, at this point, I'm annoyed. Because there are people that he is asking for money who are literally living, if they're lucky, paycheck to paycheck. If they're lucky. The economy sucks right now. I'm not saying that he doesn't have a sucky situation where he's at either. But they are taking money from innocent people who literally, there's people that give hundreds of thousands of dollars for romance scams. Guys, hundreds of thousands, because they want to either desperately have that relationship, they feel bad, they want to help this person, and then you know what? They are screwed. That is what they were supposed to live on for the rest of their lives, and now they're screwed. And that means they screw over their family as well, because then their family has to pick up the pieces where they dropped them. That is why I'm getting irritated with him, and I'm annoyed because he doesn't want to try to work. From what I've seen, from talking to him, literally this guy is online all the time. Barbing. I know how to cut hair, but no money to rent a shop. I said, what about working at an existing shop? He's like, yeah, that's what I've been trying over since, but it's not working out. They keep telling me no vacancy. Sure. Said, there's only one barber shop. I'm like, So travel a little bit further, find another barbershop. I'm sure there's more than one barbershop in his town. He's like, no, there are more, but no vacancy. It's hard over here, baby. Please, baby, help me with this card, please. Will you get it for me? I said, no, I can't. Why? I said, I need to pay my bills, which was not a lie. He says, you don't want to help me. There's no need chatting with you anymore. There it is. You don't want to help me. There's no need chatting with you anymore. You're useless to me because you won't give me what I want. You're useless. That's what he's saying. How much money do you think I just have lying around? He says, I don't know. Not even 100? You count me with 100. There is this unrealistic expectation. Like earlier, I was saying what I thought about, like, cultural-wise, I've learned from TV. Same for him, same for many in other countries. There is this belief that Americans are just rich beyond measure and they have all this money and they can just throw it at things. There are some very blessed people who can, and a lot of Americans are very unresponsible with their money. And so that's the perception he has of us. And that's our fault that we have that perception of us out there. So that's his thoughts, is that this woman has money. All Americans have money. So there's no need chatting with you, idiot. Oh, he called me an idiot. My heart was just so broken when he called me an idiot. If this is the worst name he can call me, we're doing pretty good. But I was surprised he didn't call me anything worse. He does threaten me quite a bit, and we'll see in that a little while, but wow. There's no chat with you, idiot. I said, wow. Showing your true colors again, I see. Do you know how much 100 is in US? It's still a lot of money, jerk. So I'm like, it is a lot of money. For me, $100 is a lot of money, guys. So I don't just throw $100 at useless things. I have to save to make sure that I can do fun things or nice things occasionally. But I don't just throw $100 to something that I'm not planning ahead for. So if, like, I want to spend that much money on a gift for somebody, I save for it. I don't just have $100 I can throw out randomly. I have to be careful. He says, seriously? What about $50? So now he's going down. He's like, you're an idiot. Oh, but will you give me $50? I said, you're proving you only want money from me and that's it. He says, can't you get me $50? Because I'm suffering. He's suffering, guys. He says, do you think it's easy here? I said, you just called me an idiot. Why would I want to help you? And that's why I keep going. You'll see I keep going back to this. Why would I help you if you're being a jerk? Why would I help you if you're being a jerk? I was going to say something else, but I'm not. I'm going to say jerk. He says, I'll prefer traveling to the U.S. instead of living here. So now he's telling me he wants a green card. He says, you have a lot of growing up to do. You're such a baby. So this is something that I'm going to start going into. As you can see down a little bit further, I have the words capitalized, small child. I explained this in the last video. That is something that they do not appreciate. Once again, I thought he was in Nigeria. That was something that they do not appreciate, is being called a child, or referred to as a child, because it's a big deal to be known that you are a man, okay? So that was my biggest thing that I used. He used idiot, I used small child. You have a lot to grow up to do. You're such a baby. I'm not. I'm 26. I said, how are you planning on getting to the U.S., huh? You're acting like a small child when you say what you say. Spoiled little baby. He says, I don't know yet, but I believe I'll get to the U.S. someday. Good luck, buddy. Good luck. If you find someone that's stupid enough to give you a green card, naive enough to give you a green card, God bless them, because they are going to be stuck with you for 10 years. And I say 10 years because you can do the spousal visa or the 90-day K1 visa, which is like the 90-day fiance thing, where you can bring someone over to America and then you have to get married in 90 days. When you do that, it costs a lot of money, and you have to have a lot of money up front and prove that you can support this person, because they can't work for the first couple of years, I think it is, before they actually get their green card, because they're just on a visa at that point. And you have to agree that whether you guys make it or not, you will support the person coming over from the other country for at least 10 years because they don't want this person to turn into somebody that needs government assistance. They get over here, they don't want another hand to feed, another mouth to feed. They say you need to be willing to take care of them for 10 years. And it also kind of gets like the people that are just out there trying to get gift cards for random people, weeds them out more because it's like, well, I don't want to pay for their crap for 10 years. I don't even know them. So that's what that's from. I'm not a little boy. My dick is very big. Why? Why would he say that? I'm calling him a little boy, and so he starts talking about his penis. What does that have to do with anything? I said, you're not going to find an American woman to bring you in if you act like this, just so you know. So if you act like a frickin' jerk, no one's going to want to be around you. No woman's going to handle that. When you don't give them a gift card now, and you're telling me you want a green card, but you freak out when you don't get a gift card. It's not going to work. It says, I can make you blank in bed, blank you harder. I said, I never asked about your dick size. I said, sex me harder? What does that even mean? Like, please explain to me in the comments. Maybe, no, don't tell me in the comments. What does that even mean? I said, when and why did this turn into a conversation about your small dick and balls? I don't understand. He's like, please, I'm sorry. If I said anything that made you angry, please forgive me. You just took this conversation to something I didn't even say. Maybe to them, saying them a small child is saying that their manhood is very small. I don't know. I just mean that you're immature and you're a baby and you're a selfish little jerk. He says, if not my fault, it's not my fault. I'm tired. The situation I hear is not encouraging. That's what he keeps saying over and over again. But he doesn't say what's not encouraging about it. He doesn't say that we're living on the streets, or I live next to a really bad neighborhood where people are being murdered, or anything like that. He doesn't say anything like that. He just says, it's bad here. He says, you turn on me as soon as I tell you I can't throw money your direction for your free ride. I work hard for what I make, and it gets spent on medical bills and housing bills, which is not a lie. It says, it is your fault. The way you act will always be your fault, no matter the living situation. So I'm trying to have a come to Jesus moment with this guy. It's not working. It's never going to work. You can't fix people. You can only try to lead them in the right direction. I'm trying to tell him, just because the bad situation doesn't mean that you have to act like a child or a baby or a jerk or all those other words that he is actually being, but I won't say. You can choose to be the better person even though your life sucks. Okay? You can choose to come out of a situation the way that you want. So if you had a hard life growing up, you can choose to either continue that vicious cycle or try and move forward from it. Just saying. You have the choice. There's always a choice. He says, I'm very strong when it comes to work, just that there's no opportunity here. You're strong at being a barber? Does the razor weigh a lot or something? He says, do something outside of hair. Because that's all I'm hearing from him. Like, there's no barber jobs. I'm like, then get a different job. He says, what about the video call? Don't you want to talk to me on video call? Not really. He says, you just call me an idiot. Why would I want to video call you with you right now? How does the way you're acting make me want to video chat with you? And I'm trying to get him to see, why would any normal person, someone that was actually maybe into him when he was Jay and is willing to be like, okay, I can see why you lied about it because you want me to like you. Why would anyone want to talk to you when you treat them like that? Call them names and just want money from them and make it obvious that that's all you want. Why would anyone want to talk to you? He says, you don't know how this country is. Many people travel to different countries when the opportunity comes. I'm sorry about that. Can't someone play with you? What? What? Outside money, do you know I like you? You're a beautiful lady. Okay, so besides money, I like you. You're a beautiful lady. My heart, kind guy. Just that I don't have money. I like you. You're a beautiful lady. You're not a kind guy. You're far from it. It says, you only want this relationship for money. You have made that very clear. Play with me. What does that mean? It says, you're being a jerk. It's not, you being a jerk is not playing. I wasn't sure if he meant like prostitution, what the heck he was talking about. It says, look, Sarah, I like you from my heart outside money. You have a hard time showing it. When everything goes wrong, I still showed up my real identity when everything goes wrong. When you get called out for your BS and your inability to scam, you show who you really are. To make you know how much I like you. I want this relationship because I truly love you from my heart. Didn't he like 20 minutes ago say that he didn't have any use for me because I wouldn't give him any money? But now he loves me for his heart still. I can stay without asking you for money. Sure I can. But I think of it when I only eat once daily, barely survive here. I'm not forcing you. I'm only begging you to please help me. But if you made up your mind and not helping me or something, no problem. Only God knows the best. Do not bring God into this. Do not bring God into your scams and your lies. Do not involve him in this. It says, I still love you and want a relationship even when you don't help me. Well, I'm glad, because that's how relationships work. Is you don't always get what you want all the time. And you make a choice. Do you still want to be with this person? Do you still love them? They might do something that you don't agree with, but that's when you make the choice. Is it something that it's worth cutting ties with, or do you want to stick with them and work through it? I said, try again tomorrow, I guess. All I see today is you calling me an idiot and not acting your age. I don't need that in my life. I said, hello. I started the conversation. So this was March 26th at 5:55 p.m. The next day, he doesn't talk to me. And normally I was getting like the good morning messages. So I waited until I was getting ready to get off work. And I'm like, okay, I'm going to reach out, see if we can keep this going. I'm wondering what's going on, see where we can go from there. So I'm poking the hornet's nest right now with the stick. I really am. Because I'm just like, hello. He's like, hi, how are you? I said, I'm okay making dinner. You? He says, I'm tired. Haven't eaten anything or no food or money to buy. Oh, no. I mean, the other day you could eat at least once a day. I said, don't you live with your family? This is when the cultural thing comes in. Don't you live with your family? He says, nope, I stay alone. I live in my own apartment. He has the money to pay for his apartment because you know that he's not going to be able to stay in his apartment without paying the rent. So you have assets, friend. It says, why? Doesn't your culture tend to all live together? And that's what's been represented to me on TV. So, like, they think we have money. I think that pretty much their culture lives together, and I'm not far off of that. It's like, let's talk on video call. Here, when you're above 18, you live alone. You don't supposed to live with your parents anymore. I don't think that's right. Interesting. I've seen and read the opposite. He says, what do you mean then? I said, I mean that is how the culture over there is represented to us over here. He says, okay. What are you doing now? Send me your beautiful picture. Change of subject. I'm pretty sure you live with mommy. And there's no problem with living with your parents. There's not. Especially if you're trying to, as long as you're not taking advantage of them and you're trying to like save up for your future, you're helping out your parents, you're being an part of the team, you're working towards something, that's fine. As long as you're not like living off of someone and taking advantage of them, there's nothing wrong with living with your parents or having a roommate. There's nothing wrong with it. How are you doing today? I said, I'm okay, tired. He says, I'm sorry, it's not easy, I understand, everyday work. Can we talk? Do you understand? Because I don't think you do. According to you, you don't have a job. So how do you know what it's like to work every day? You don't. Don't lie. And if you do have a job, then you would know. But you claim you don't have one. Can we talk on video call? Let's talk on video call. I said, I'm getting ready for work at the moment. He's like, okay, let's talk when you're back. I did not respond. We went from 9:30 to like 8 o'clock at night. I must have had a long day that day. He's like, hi, are you okay? I said, I'm not doing well. I'm in bed laying down. I did have a hard day that day. If my memory serves, I was dissociating a lot at work that day, and I was struggling to get through it. He's like, so sorry, what's wrong with you? Why didn't you tell me? Why didn't you tell me all this while? I guess, why didn't you tell me you weren't feeling well? I said, I'm dissociating. I just started feeling bad about an hour ago. The whole day was a struggle. When I do dissociate, this is a side note, I do struggle with just functioning at all. It's like, and it's so hard because, like, if the phone rings at work, I have to, like, switch on to go mode and pay attention and do all these things. But then that takes so much energy out of me that I'm, like, zapped. And that's pretty much what was happening. He's like, I'm sorry about that, baby. You need a rest, baby. Relax a bit. I said, I'm trying to. I'm like, stop talking to me. He's like, okay, just wanted to let you know that I truly like you from my heart. He can't come up with anything new. This is literally, he just keeps saying the same things. He's like, I'm not only after your money, I like you from my heart. I'll do anything possible to make you feel happy. Okay. He's like, hello, baby. How are you doing? I said, I'm still really out of it. That's the other thing. It takes me a couple days to bounce back. It's like, have you had your breakfast? And when are you going to talk on video call? Sunday will be okay, right? I don't know why he wants to video call so much. I don't know if he wants to make, like, that connection with me. I don't know. Maybe he was going to show me how, quote unquote, hard his life is. I don't know. I should have probably made more of an effort to video chat with him. But I was actually having a real life over here, and I really didn't want to deal with him. And with signal issues, it wasn't going to work out anyway. So I don't know what angle he was going on. I don't know if he thought we could have a better connection so that he could get this romance scam going. I don't know. It would have been interesting to see, but I failed you guys. I'm so sorry. It's like, I said, if I have signal at home. He says, okay, where do you see this going? I mean, our conversation, where do you see it going? I said, I'm not sure yet. You? I'm confused here. Maybe you don't like me. I don't. I've been asking you for help, but you refuse. I also asked you for a video call. You refuse as well. Maybe you don't like me or want me. Well, I don't. So you're reading me correctly. Thank you. I feel like my response was accurate because it was an okay response because he's acting the way he's acting. I said if I have signal, you have rubbed me the wrong way a couple of times, so I need to figure out who you really are and your true motives. And I realized he doesn't know what that means. Rubbed you the wrong way. He thinks physically touched me based on his answers. He says, really? I said, really. He's like, I've rubbed you a couple of times. How? And I said, rub me the wrong way means you have upset me. You've told me I'm useless to you multiple times and that I'm an idiot. He says, because I asked you for help or I called you an idiot. I said, I've apologized to you. I pleaded to you to forgive me. Didn't I beg you for forgiveness? Not really, but okay. I'm sorry, please forgive me. I said, yes, but then you do it again. And I'm sure it will happen again when you don't get your way. If you keep doing something again, they say that the thing I've seen on Facebook lately is like a meme, and it says, an apology is just the start of meaning that you're sorry. It's the actions and not doing it again that shows that you're actually sorry. And then he says, I'm really sorry. I want to ask you a question. He says, do you like me? I said, maybe. He says, I don't understand the word maybe. What is maybe? And this is when I have the realization there is a language barrier. He says, I mean, I'm not 100% sure. He says, please let me know. Should I stop texting you? I said, no. I'm like, don't stop texting me because then you'll text somebody else and probably try to destroy their lives. He says, okay. I know I've upset you a couple of times by calling you idiot. Please, please, please forgive me. I know I've made a mistake, but I'm begging you for forgiveness. Find a place in your heart to forgive me. Forgive and forget, please. Let's continue having this relationship with one mind. I said, one mind? He says, yes. Let love lead trust, understanding, loyalty. He says, Sarah, I like you. I truly like you. Oh, he likes me, guys. He likes me. He says, hey. I said, sorry, it's been a long day. He says, it's okay. I understand. Are you back home? I says, I'll get home soon. And then I said, I'm home. He must have went to bed because he didn't respond to me. He says, hello, how are you doing today? I said, tired, you. And then he says, all the time you're tired. You're right. I am all the way tired. If I could describe myself, if someone in an interview said, describe yourself with one word, I would say tired because I'm always tired. It doesn't matter how much I sleep, how little I sleep, I am more and more tired every day. My body is tired. My soul is tired. I am mentally tired. That is me. So you're right. I'm always tired. He says, I'm good. I said, yes, I didn't sleep well. He says, okay. I said, I am on call for work at night and I get 3 a.m. calls all the time. He says, really? I see the reason why. I said, yes, people die all hours of the day and night. I'm trying to get him to see that, like, I actually have a job. And I actually have to do things. I can't just text you all the time. He says, I know. Life isn't easy. We pray for God's mercy. I have something to tell you. Do not bring God into this. I hate it when he does this. I said, what? He's like, you know my wishes that I have been begging you ever since. I mean the card. Like, and I'm sure I rolled my eyes when I read this. I'm like, yeah. He says, please can you help me get it tomorrow been Friday? I says, I can't afford it last week. How do you think I can for tomorrow? He says, please, will you be able to get it by Saturday? I said, I just said I can't afford it. It's like, really? Even when you've gotten paid, you still can't afford when you've gotten paid? How do you know that I've been paid if I have been paid at all yet? You're relying on the fact that, like, we were probably getting paid. What day was this? It was the end of the month. So he's assuming that I'm going to get paid at the end of the month. That's what he's assuming. So he assumes that there's money, and he doesn't believe me that my money is spoken for. I said, I just said I can't afford it. He says, really? Even when you've gotten paid? And I said, can you afford it? I get paid once a month. He says, no, I can't. And so my point is if you can't afford it, don't expect someone else to afford it. And, like, I tell people at work all the time, like, I have families come in here trying to make a funeral arrangement for somebody, and we're trying to make the best situation out of the worst situation, and we're trying to make a meaningful funeral for these people, and then the subject of money always comes up. And I don't require anything up front. And there's other funeral homes around here that do require you to pay the funeral in full before you can do anything. So you have to show up with a check with $10,000 or whatever the funeral costs before they'll even, like, let you have the visitation. And if you don't show up with the check, they're not going to open the doors for you. This happens at places like funeral homes in my area. So I always tell them, I don't have $10,000. I don't expect you to have $10,000 right away. I would like a down payment of some sort or a payment within 30 days, but I don't expect you to have $10,000. Don't ever expect that someone has money just because you do or because you just think they should, especially if you don't have it yourself. I said, can you afford it? I get paid once a month. He says, no, I can't. Why can't you help me buy this card? And then he started this conversation with, I have something to tell you. And somehow we went to money. I said, don't expect me to be able to then. I have student loans, medical bills, medication, that's what I meant by meds, mortgage, food, water, electricity. And that's the truth. I have all those things I have to pay. He says, okay, I'm sorry, thanks. I said, no, you're not sorry, but okay. If you were sorry, you would stop bringing this up because I've put my foot down. I keep trying to set a boundary. He refuses to follow it. Says, not sure why there's an assumption that Americans have a lot of money just to throw away. Almost all of us live paycheck to paycheck, and prices for everything has significantly gone up. He called me. Called me again. Said, why is your Facebook still active? So this is when I went back to Facebook. It's still active. He did not change his name. Says, yeah, I logged in. I was trying to edit to my real identity. Then I noticed I can't change the name until 6 weeks. You could have changed your picture, though. I'm sorry, Sarah. I'm disappointed at you. He's disappointed at me. He's disappointed at me. You can't help me. You don't know how sad I am right now. You don't know how I managed in surviving here. You don't want to help me get what I needed. It's really bad. Don't be surprised if I didn't text you anymore. Mad face, mad face. He's disappointed in me. I said, all I see is a scammer who is a liar. And everything I say here, I mean it. All I see is a scammer who is a liar. I'm certain you're talking to others at the same time anyway. You have zero right to be mad that I didn't give you a free handout because you have it hard and have a hissy fit. And honestly, if I believed him that he was having such a hard time and I had the ability to help him, I may have helped him. However, he treats me like trash, I'm not going to help anyone that treats me like trash. I know that the Bible says when somebody slaps you on the other cheek or whatever, turn the other cheek. I know that's not a correct quote, but that's basically what it means. Turn the other cheek and basically let them slap that one too. Yes, but not to the point where it's something that's going to financially harm you. And if they're just a jerk, let them be a jerk on their own. So when I say you're acting like a small child, I mean it. You may be 26, but you have a lot of growing up to do. Be a man and fix yourself. Stop scamming innocent people just so you can get free video games and do whatever you want without working for it. I'm disappointed in you. If you can live on your own, you can provide for yourself. If you can't do that, go back home with your parents, which that's the truth. Whether you like it or not, that is the truth. If you can't make it on your own, face the music and go back home, which I'm pretty sure he still lives at home anyway. All I have heard from you is that life is hard and you want free stuff, but I have heard zero on how you're trying to do work other than hair where there are no jobs. And that was the other thing that I kept suggesting is get a different job. Go somewhere, find a job. You can't tell me there's not a single freaking job. There has to be. There's jobs everywhere. Right now we're in the U.S. where there's jobs, just no one wants to work because they get paid more not working on unemployment than they do if they actually work. I would seriously make more on unemployment right now than I do in real life, and I work as much as I work. It's ridiculous. Said, you do not need a Steam gift card. Once again, that is not an essential, and you will survive just fine without it. It's a huge red flag and a very basic scammer thing to do. If you keep this path up, you'll one day end up behind the bars. Now, I said behind the bars instead of jail because that's what I've heard a lot of the scammers that I listen to on like Kit Boga and things like that. They tell the American that they're going to be put behind the bars. So I used that term because I was hoping that he would understand it better than going to jail. If you keep this path up, you'll one day end up behind the bars. I'm trying to tell him, you're making a decision that if you screw with the wrong people, you're either going to get put in jail or you're going to basically be killed. Because if he goes to a scam, like let's say he goes to a scam call center, but he's caught like stealing money or he's caught in any way, like they think that he's trying to screw over his boss. In this world where he lives at, especially when I thought he lived in Nigeria, they could have him killed. And there's literally nothing that would probably be done about it. He's not choosing the right path. This is basically like a gang thing to do. So if you join a gang, it's hard to get out without being almost killed for it. And that's what I was trying to tell him the best I could in a way that, because there's a language barrier. Said, don't let that happen. I'm willing to help you, but not by just giving you free things. You have to work for stuff in life. You're too young and naive to go back down this path you're choosing. You really don't understand the scammer world you want to be a part of. If you're working on a call center, get out of it now. Make the right choice and remember you will have to answer to God, because he kept saying he was a Christian, for everything you do in life, the good and the bad. He won't judge me for not giving into a scammer's selfish person. He won't judge me for not giving into a scamming, selfish person, but he may judge you for being that person who took advantage of good people. I believe you are a good person and can fix yourself and your ways. Took him about 10 minutes and responded. I heard all you said. And he called me. 6:29 a.m. I'm not going to answer your call, jerk. You know it's 6:29 a.m. my time. He says, it's not that I'm after money. I'm willing to be a changed person. Just that it's hard surviving here. Once again, we go back to it's hard. It's hard surviving here. I know I'm whining, but just that it's hard surviving here. You don't seem to understand me buying the gift cards will sustain me for a long period of time when I've exchanged it to money. Yeah, but if there's no money anywhere, no one has any money, who's going to buy your card? If you literally don't know anyone in your life that has money, who's going to buy your card then? Huh? Who's that? Who's going to buy your card? That's what scammers do at call centers as well. They get you to give a gift card to them, and then they sell that gift card to somebody else that wants the money, or their boss buys things from that place that you got the gift card from. That's how that works. But you need someone to buy it. So clearly you know people with money if you don't have any. It's like, I like you. I want to be with you. Just that I barely survive here is not easy for me. Please try to understand. All I hear from this man is it's not easy. I know you want me to stop spamming. Sure, I think he means scamming. I'm willing to stop, but I think of it. I need money. I need help. I will be better if you take me out of here. I mean this country. So we're going for the green card again. Because it's not easy for us surviving here. Mostly we the young ones. What? Do you think that I'm happy scamming people? I'm not happy. I'm ready to be a changed person. You're not happy because it's not working, because you're an idiot. You say I'm an idiot. You're a freaking idiot, and you suck at this. You sucked at your job, which was scamming people. I hope you have a real job now, because, wow. Don't quit the real one, because this one, you're bad. You're not happy because you're failing miserably. It's like, if I could see money to open my haircut salon. So now he's asking for money to help with the haircut salon. And a $200 gift card is going to help him open up a salon now. I'm sure that they're cheaper to open a salon there than over here. But come on. If I can see money to open my haircut salon or have the opportunity to travel out from this country, I'll be so happy. I like you so much. Please help me in any way you can. Talking about chatting with other people, no, I don't do that. You can call me to confirm, or I'll send you my email address and password so you can log in and check. I should have took it. I should have took it so I could have gotten him out of his email. I would have changed the password. I would have changed his password on his email. I really would have. Do you know why I'm getting angry? You don't seem to believe in what I'm saying. No, I don't, because you're a jerk. And this is when I'm glad that notifications only being once, because he woke me up. Because he sent this at like 2:29 a.m. and then I woke up. He didn't wake me up, I'm sorry. I woke up and then he's ding, 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 ding. Yeah. No. So I'm glad sometimes that this app only gives you one notification, because I would have been really irritable. If you get help me buy this card or help me travel out of this country, I'll be a changed person. Help a soul, then God will reward you. Help me. Help a soul, then God will reward you. Help me. Oh my gosh. I said, you're angry because I'm not just giving you money. That's the only reason you are angry with me. Why can't the people over there who can buy the cards help you with money for the moment? Clearly, they would have money to help if they can buy the card. Getting into the U.S. is not as easy as I or anyone else invites you over. It says, then get me the card. Help me buy this card. He just avoids the fact that I said, you have to have people with money to buy it. And then I don't talk to him. And he says, please don't forget to get me the card today. I'm begging you. I didn't get the card. I said, hi. He says, hi. And I said, yeah? Please send the card. I'm waiting. I said, I'm still at work. Do you have the ability to say other things besides you want cards and you want them now? He says, yes, we can say other things. But please don't forget buying the card for me. I said, prove it. Meaning, prove that you can say things other than give me the card. Because you literally just said it again. He says, I love you. And I said, why? Why do you love me? Tell me why you love me, please. He says, it's late here. I would have calling you, video call, to see your beautiful face. I dreamt about you last night. Oh, did you? Did you dream that I was giving you a card? In the dream, I visited you in the USA, and you picked me up in the airport, and we got home. We're having a fun. We went to the beach, walking in the park. Where the heck do you think I live, man? There's a beach, and there's a park, and there's the airport. The dream made me to believe that you may be my future partner. Oh my gosh. It's like, I don't live near a beach, just so you know. Do you think that, like, we all live, like, in Florida or something? I think he does. Because he would be very disappointed in Ohio. He says, please, baby, don't forget to buy me the card when coming back from work. Reading this is making me mad. Like, you really went right back to it. Wow. We didn't even survive. Let's see. prove it at 4:15 p.m. I say prove it. And he starts with I love you. We make it the 4:24 and he asks for the card again. He says, ask of anything, I'll do it for you. I want to show you the feelings I have for you. Please buy me this card. What can I ask him to do? What can I ask him to do? Literally, what can he do for me? Nothing. Please buy me this card today if truly like me. Consider me, I've been begging you for this card for over a week now. Yeah, I know, friend. Isn't time you do this for me as a favor to show the likeness you have for me? You're not buying me anything. You know, if someone told me no once, I wouldn't have the balls to keep asking, which is very true. If you've told, like, hey, I need some money. Do you have any? I'm sorry, I need money. And they say, no, I don't have it. You don't just keep asking them, hey, do you have money? Like, there are people that do. There are people that do that. A good person does not do that. Especially when they say they can't afford what I'm asking for. I respect them and their boundaries. So like, hey, Mom, can you pay for me to go to the Bahamas this year? No, sir, I'm sorry, I can't afford it. But why, Mom? Are you going to pay for me to go to the Bahamas this year? That's basically what this is. I know it's very different, but that's what that would be like. If my mom said to me, no, I can't afford to help you out with that right now. Okay, that's fine. And then I move on and I figure something else out. Like, even if it was like, Mom, I can't pay my electricity bill this week. Can you help me? And she's like, no, I can't. Which my mom helps me so much. She's a saint. She helps me all the time, and I appreciate every moment she does. And one day I hope I can pay it forward. But if she told me she can't help me because she can't afford it, or she just doesn't have the ability, or maybe doesn't even want to for whatever reason, maybe it's something that I don't really need. Like, maybe I'm asking her for a SIM card that I don't need, and she could put that money towards something else that's worth something, and she tells me no, then I need to respect that. It says, my rent apartment bills is fast approaching. My foodstuffs is almost finished. As it stands right, I'm in the darkness. I think he means darkness. No light. Call me to confirm. You're just going to turn the lights off. Please help me buy this card. It will help me a long way, please. How's he charging his phone? He's clearly on it a lot. How's he charging his phone if his electricity is off? Because that's what he's implying. It says, what about my bills? My mortgage. So he's telling me about, oh, he can't pay for his things. But what about me paying for my things? I believe with time, I'll come join you over there. We will work together and survive. We will live together as one family if you wish. I love you. Believe me when I say that. Please just help me buy this card. It will help me a long way. Oh my gosh. I said, still doesn't answer my question. What question? He doesn't read. This is just proof he doesn't read. What about my bills? This gets good. What about my bills, food, mortgage? Who's going to pay that if I give you that money? It's like $100. God will provide for you. Besides, you still have some money left after buying $100. God will provide for me, guys. God won't provide for him. God will provide for me. So if I can't pay my mortgage or my bills, or I don't have my medication that I need to get through my day, that's okay. God will take care of me. But it apparently doesn't work the other way around. I said, why can't God provide for you then? And how would you know if I have any left over? It's not like I showed him the bank account. I said, I told you I live paycheck to paycheck. That means no extra money. And I think I said this in the last video. There are times when they will send you a bank account. They will give you the login information for a bank account. And they will show you that there's money in there. Like, that's normally when, like, they say, like, I'm traveling for work or something like that, and my bank account's been frozen because I forgot to tell them I'm traveling or something stupid. Something BS like that. And they say, I'll show you my account. You can see that there's money there. I can pay you back. All those things. Because if you say, like, well, I need to pay back, but if you don't have any money, how are you going to pay me back? And they'll say, I'll send you my login information for my bank. And you can see that there's money there. It's fake. Okay? It is fake. I promise you. It's fake. They didn't change the HDMI codes on it, the HTML. They didn't edit it, but they made a fake bank. Okay, they can do that. It's very easy to do it if you know just a little bit of coding. So do not believe them. Okay, and when they do send you money back, like if you send them the money and then they send you a check to pay you back, their check's gonna bounce, and then you're gonna owe more money to the bank because the check bounced. They don't get hurt in this at all. Okay, so he tried to call me at 1:44 a.m. I thought that said 11. He says, hey, look, I think we should end this nonsense conversation because I'm not getting it. You seems to be stingy. You're not getting what you want, is what you're saying. Are you a stingy woman? Don't understand why I should be begging you for over a week now and you don't want to consider. Let's end it here. I'm tired. Have a nice day. So then he tells me he's done. I don't respect his boundary because he's not been respecting mine. And I say, stingy? The nonsense is you just go back to your The nonsense is you just go back to your profile and do this again to some poor person who may fall for your lies. And who answers a call at 1:44 a.m.? I know it's not the time for you, but at least pretend to be considerate. Pretend to care, man. You're tired of not getting your way. Poor small man-child. Remember, you'll have the answer for all of this one day, because he goes back to being a Christian. Remember, you'll have the answer for this one day. I love how you couldn't answer me yesterday. How is it that you think God will help me because I can't pay my bills if I give you my money, but you don't think he will help you? Also, if you're telling the truth about not using your Facebook anymore, but can't change the name, you can still change the profile picture, because he was still going by J. Arnold. You can still change your name. You can still change your picture. It says, yes, I'm a poor boy, but I believe someday I'll be rich. I said, by stealing from innocent people with a lame romance scam. Yeah. And I'm like, good luck, man. I called him back. He didn't answer. He says, you had a bad signal. No, Dip. I've been telling you I had bad signal. He said, yes, that's what I was saying. And I was telling him in the video, apparently, that we had bad signal. He says, okay. He's like, how was your night? Hope you slept well. You just told me not to talk to you anymore. And now you're like, well, how are you? What's going on? How's the weather? I said, I was woken up 5 times for work, so no, I didn't. I didn't sleep well. I have to go to the office in about 2 hours. He's like, okay. You can keep your money, okay, since you don't want to help me. You called me a poor boy. I did not call him a poor boy. I said, you said yourself that you're a poor boy. I was repeating you, so don't be mad at me. I was just repeating what he said. And apparently you are a poor boy, so own up to it, man. Nope, you call me a poor small man-child. Yeah, I did. I said, you also called me a stingy woman. I told you were acting like a baby because you not getting your way. He's like, it's okay. You can call me whenever you like. What? You just said stop talking to you. So why would I? You're being impossible. He says, how? What do you mean? I said, you want money and that's it. He says, not at all. Constant circle. That's all you talk about. You butter me up, say nice things, and then right back to asking for money, which you guys can see it. That's exactly what's been happening. And it's just a circle. And at this point, as you can see, I'm fed up. It's just like, this is a circle and we're never going to get out of it. He's like, I don't need money only. I also liked you. I've been telling you that I like you and I want a relationship. Ugh. Says, I have zero problem with you not having money. When I said you're a poor boy, I mean how you act. So once again, we had a language barrier. He says, but you keep ignoring me like you don't know what I'm saying. Oh, I know what you're saying, buddy. I'm just done with you. He says, I can't build on a relationship when I can get more messages about... I can't build on a relationship when I get more messages about stupid gift card than anything else. I don't know anyone that can. So only I know what you're saying. Oh, I know what you're saying. But I see more gift card requests than anything. Prove yourself or this is done. I have to get ready for work. He says, how do I prove my love for you? Please tell me. How do I prove it to you? I said, stop asking me for money every day. How is it not understandable? I think I've made that very clear. It says, okay, you have my promise. But tell me the truth now. If I stop asking for money every day, will you in any way help me buy the card, like buying it as a surprise? As a surprise, my gosh. I said, perhaps if I have the money. I never once say, yes, I will give you the money. And I do that purposely so you can't say that I'm a liar. Perhaps, if I have the money. You also seem to forget and think that I also have money to do whatever I want. You act like my needs are not important. You come off very selfish. Fix this, be a man. Fix this, or don't talk to me. He says, okay, understood. I'm not going to ask you for money anymore. Okay, so this is April 1st. Let's see how long it lasts. I said, okay. Then I got kizzies. So April 1st, he promises he's not going to talk about money anymore. He says, hey. I said, hey there. I've been babysitting. He says, hope all is well. I was expecting your text but did not text me. I said, I've been busy, but okay. How are you? He says, I'm good. And you? He says, send me your beautiful picture. And I was at my mom's. He says, thanks for the beautiful picture you sent me. Do you mind if I send mine? I'm like, sure, go ahead. I could care less. He says, although my picture is not clear like yours, my phone is that clear. My phone is not that clear enough. It's a fine picture. I don't know what you're talking about. The picture's pretty clear to me. It says, here's a salon I went to look for work, but no vacancy. I don't believe you. And then this is his setup for his house. Here's my home. Does that look like someone that doesn't have money? Sell your freaking TV. Sell your surround sound or whatever, your sound bar. Sell that DVD player. Sell that nice chair. You have plenty of things to sell if you do not have the money that you need. You're better off having, and oh look, there's a light on the TV and there's a light up above. So he has electricity, guys. It's amazing. Wow. I wish I would have brought these things in the conversation. Look at this. Wow. If you're that desperate, you will sell these things. You would, to make ends meet. If you needed to, you would sit in a room in the corner and just be thankful you had a roof over your head. Yes, it would suck and it would be ridiculous and it would be probably a low point in your life, a very low point in your life. But there are people that are even lower who do not have these things that they could sell and do not have a roof over their head, who I would give a gift card to in a blink of an eye. I would make it work if that's what they needed. They don't need a gift card. They need other things. Now, if it was a gift card like to Walmart or something like that, then yes, but they don't need a Steam gift card for a video game store. They need actual things. And that's why I know I'm getting a little mean or mad in my voice, but that's what upsets me, is there's actual people who are so bad off that he is beyond blessed compared to them. I mean, just look how tall these ceilings are. It could be just a design thing that's in his country, but that implies some money over here, that you have like the high ceilings and things like that. That means at one point this was a nice fancy place. It says, Sarah, do you like me for who I am? And we always talk about the same things. Please promise me that you won't leave me. Oh, buddy. I said, I would like to get to know you more, but I like you. I don't like you. It says, I like you more, but I'm still thinking of it. How long will you get to know me more? Apparently, I didn't care. He says, hey. I said, morning. He says, good afternoon here. How was your night? I said, it was okay. I'm very short with him. He says, that's good to hear. Have you had breakfast? I said, you? No, not yet. He says, I ate rice. Oh, look, you have money. You have food. I'm not hungry yet for lunch. I don't thought you don't have food for lunch. Where are you right now? I said, I'm at work. And I was avoiding the conversation about money because I was not wanting to bring it up. But these were things I would have said, like, oh, you have money for food? That's nice. You have money for lunch? That's nice. I'm at work. He says, okay, have a nice day. Text me when you're free. I said, you too. My kissy face and a heart. I said, hello. This is the fourth. He says, hi, how are you doing? I said, I'm okay, you. Because I waited till like 11 o'clock because I didn't get the morning text. So I'm trying to activate it again. I said, I'm okay, you. He says, I'm good but worried. My father is very sick. Here we go. He says, I'm sorry to hear that. What's wrong with him? The I need money because I'm hungry wasn't working. So now we're going the father sick path. He should have made himself sick. That's what he should have done. He's like, he doesn't sleep at night. The doctor said is malaria parasite. Does malaria not make you sleep at night? I'm pretty sure it makes you just sick. Like, I don't know if sleeping at night has to do with anything. I said, at least it's treatable. He says, yes, dear. Pray for a quick recovery. I said, I will, too. I think I meant I will. Thanks. God will bless you. How are you doing? Brings God back into it. And I did say a prayer for his father. I said, if his father is sick, please heal him. Please give them all guidance and help them to figure out what to do, because he is not doing the right things. I said, I'm okay, keeping busy at work today. He says, that's good. I love to see your beautiful face. I don't know if we can talk on video call when you're less busy. I said, it's been a crazy day. The next day, good morning. I'm sorry for the late response. I slept off. So he slept in, apparently. It's 1:59 a.m. I could care less, man. I'm going to the hospital by noon. I'm looking for money so I can pay for the hospital bills. I just pray God helps me. I said, for your dad? I said, why did your Messenger profile change to Chase Rice? So this is when I called him out for it. He changed his profile to Chase Rice, and I was looking through like the Facebook Messenger, and then I saw that my ends were deleted, and that's because Facebook blocked his account. And this is after me reporting. I reported Jay Arnold's Facebook account at least 4 times, guys. And Facebook is saying there's nothing wrong with this. But as soon as he changes it to Chase Rice, instantly blocked. What? And that wasn't even me reporting it. So either Facebook noticed that he was changing it a lot and things were not adding up correctly, like you wanted to change your name and that was what brought you to their attention, or other people started reporting you. But my gosh, Facebook, get your crap together. This was ridiculous. My account got hacked by someone. Did it really? So your account got hacked. So you're telling me that someone just randomly decided, I'm going to change his name on the Facebook account, and that's all I'm going to do. What? My account got hacked by someone else, so I reported it, and it took a look. Account was now disabled. MOG isn't easy for me. I don't know what that means. I was able to raise a little from my friends, but I'm still looking for more to complete the money. My father needs to be treated. I'm afraid I don't want to lose him. I said, are they not giving him the antibiotic and antiparasitic? He says, money must be paid before the drugs can be bought. Here in Nigeria, which he's not in Nigeria, we don't have health insurance. You pay for hospital bills, you pay for drug bills. Didn't give you the medicine before. I said, so how are you paying for him to be there? So if like he's been there for days, according to him, he's been there for a little bit. So if you have to pay for that first, how is he there now if you don't have any money? It says, I was able to raise small for my friends, but I still need more to complete it. I'm not asking for your money. I'm not. Just I'm telling you how the situation condition is out here. You're not asking for money, but you are asking for money. So I'm counting this as we made it like 4 days because this is the 5th. Okay, we went from the 1st to the 5th. And I'm going to be generous and say that that's 4 days, even though it's not full 4 days. Okay, so I count this as asking for money. You're implying you're wanting me the money. He wants me to offer money because now I've said it's something that's essential. And you would have wanted me to give you a Steam gift card instead of sending you a wire for the money. And if you would have wanted me to wire the money, I would have taken the account information. But he doesn't have an account. That would be someone he can steal from. He doesn't probably have a mule or anything like that that could give him the money. I said, it's weird that you took your account down without letting you... It's weird they took your account down, I mean your Facebook account, without you letting you recover it. It's a shame you can't just care for him at home and pay for the medication, like most people. I have a coworker when I was in college, and her kids lived in Africa. Her sister and her family, her kids, lived in Africa, and they kids got malaria all the time. I'm not kidding you. Like, it was like a monthly thing of, oh yeah, my nephew has malaria again, and because they didn't have mosquito nets. So like my work friend was like mailing them mosquito nets and things like that, and it was taking forever for the shipment to get over there. And so like it was like constantly the kids had malaria. They never had to go to the hospital. I'm sure it could get bad enough that you'd have to go to the hospital, but come on, malaria is pretty common over there. Just saying. Because I don't have a job, I'm passing through hell right now. Are you? Well, wave at devil while you're there. I said, but that means you could get him could be with him at home instead of paying for the hospital and the medication. So I'm praying for you. Like, if he's really in the hospital and you can't afford it, take him out of the hospital and take care of him at home, give him the medication. Because they're not going to, a hospital, if they are like that, where they're like, we have to pay us first, they're not going to hold the person until you give them the medication. They're not going to do that. That makes no sense. He says, thank you so much. But Sarah, you're too hardened. I'm hardened, guys. Do you care about your family once at all? You're too hardened. I said, hardened? I just said I would pray for you. He says, thank you so much. I said, but then I'm hardened? So then he's going to flip it over to like when you talk with your parents. I'm hardened because I didn't offer him money to pay for the medicine. That's why I'm hardened, according to him. When last did you check up your parents? I said, I talked to my mom 5 minutes ago. I talk to her every day. Has nothing to do with you saying I'm hardened. He says, okay, how about your dad? I said, I talk to my stepdad all the time. KK. Missed call. Why am I hardened? Okay, so this woman, in the comments, please tell me no. Let me know. Who is this woman? It appears that she's holding a Bible of some sort. Right? Is that the Holy Bible? It looks like it says the Holy Bible. I don't know who she is. But apparently I'm supposed to. And I'm supposed to be intimidated by her. He says, do you know this woman? I said, why would I? Why would I know who she is? To me, she's just some random, preacher over there or something like that. Who is she? Because apparently I'm supposed to be very intimidated by her. Because he says, fine, stop asking me why you were hardened. You're not only hardened, you're stingy. Oh, no, I'm hardened. I'm stingy and I'm an idiot, guys. It just hurts so much. He says, I don't know who the random person is. Why does that make me stingy? You're making zero sense. I said, talk to me when you're ready to talk to me with kindness and respect. You're heartless. Aw. He says, hey, I slept off late last night. I'm not heartless, okay? You're the one who's stingy and hardened. I said, but you can't seem to tell me why when I ask, who is the lady? He says, you don't like helping someone even when they're in need. Because once again, I didn't offer him money for his dad for medicine. I said, you said you were not asking me for help, which he did. He said, nope. I mean when I ask you for the card. So he's back to the card. Not about his dad now. It's about the card. He's back to that. He said, why do you keep going back to that? We moved on. Who's the lady? He says, are you afraid of the lady? So that's why it makes me feel like he thinks I should be intimidated by her picture. Because he says, are you afraid of her? Who is she? I don't know even how to search on Google who this is. So I don't know who this is. Who is she? Please let me know. I said, nope. You just got offended when I didn't know who it was. So I'm like, who was it? He's like, she's my mother's younger sister. I'm like, okay. And? I'm like, she's not your aunt. Now tell me, why you refuse buying the card? Because I know you've gotten money. How do you know I've gotten money? He says, we have talked about this. My money is spoken for. He says, so you mean you won't get me the card? Oh my gosh, dude, I've made it very clear. I am not giving you the card. I said, you should focus on your sick dad, not this card. I'm going to sleep more. Talk to you later. Yeah, because it's 2 a.m. Says, look, I'm not going to text with you anymore. Oh, really? Please. Please prove it. Prove it you won't talk to me anymore. You can't expect me to be texting with you when you don't like helping me. You're a stingy woman. Why is it that I feel that he would message me again asking for more money if I gave him the card originally? And then I'd be stingy for not giving him more and more, because that's how scams work. He wants more and more and more. It's not just one card, it's more. Once you hit one, they want more and more and more. So you don't want to talk to me because I won't give you what you want. That's laughable. You're a selfish user who lies and acts like a child. Remember, God sees this and sees that you steal. I'm bringing up God into this because he keeps doing it himself. Especially when it's actually not for survival like you say it is. It's actually for selfish reasons, the video games. Also, your Facebook wasn't hacked. You changed it to try to pretend to be someone else, a famous singer in the United States. I only knew that because I Googled it. I said, that was a dumb idea. I don't believe you when you say that there are no jobs. I'm sure there are jobs you don't want to do, and that's why you don't work. I'm also sure your parents are healthy and not sick and are supporting you while you steal money from people. He says, your father and mother are mad people. He means crazy. You, your sister, and brothers are mad people. Go to hell. Said, well, if I had a brother, he would think that you're a very bad person. You're acting like a little boy again. Grow up. And he sends back, idiot. I said, nice insult. Try harder, scammer. Oh, gosh. So the next day, he says, you're foolish. I regret meeting you. You're possessed is what he means. You're possessed by evil spirit of the dead. Look your name, Sarah Madness. I said, it's amazing you went from loving me to hating me so fast. Move on, scammer. I said, and by the way, my last name is not Madness. It's just a screen name. You would know what about that since you are You would know about that since you lie about who you are and everything about yourself, sweetheart. I know your name is Jade Arnold. I love how your name is Jay Arnold again, because at that point he changed his name back to Jay Arnold. He says, take a look here. He sent me all these laughing faces. Says, take a look here. So he took a screenshot of my Facebook picture. He says, I used your picture on Facebook account to be scamming people. Okay, so now we are getting to the point where he's going to start blackmailing me in his own special way. His own laughable, special, stupid scammer way who has nothing better than taking screenshots of the pictures and making up fake Facebook profiles. It says, take a look here. This is trying to intimidate me. This is him abusing me. This is trying to hurt me, make me worry. He says, I used your picture in Facebook account to be scamming people. He says, you'll be arrested soon and you'll sentenced to jail. The FBI will come looking for you. He's sending me the laughing faces. I'm like, that's not how it works. I said, that's not how it works, sweetheart. Like, you just see, like, the picture and, like, oh, the FBI is going to come to my door because, well, this is your picture, isn't it? And not the fact that my IP address does not match mine at all. Not the fact that I can easily have been taken advantage of and somebody took my profile information. I was hacked. He's such a freaking idiot. But he's trying to intimidate me because I went help him by saying, the FBI is coming for you. So that's not how things work, sweetheart. I cannot be punished for what you do. And perhaps in his country, there is no innocent until proven guilty. But luckily, I am blessed to live in a country that is like that. So even if it was like that, where the FBI would not be knocking on my door, they have to prove that I did it. Just saying. I said, I cannot be punished for what you do. And they can see on my computer that I have done nothing. Thanks, though, for trying to include me. You, however, can go to jail, so that would be fun. People steal profile information all the time. You're not the first one to do this. LOL. And I'm trying to basically just take the wind out of his sails. He thinks he's trying to one-up me. He thinks he's being so cool and I'm the bad bitch guy now. Yeah, be scared of me. It's not working. So besides, you were horrible pretending to be Jay or Chase. Heck, even being yourself. So I'm sure no one would believe you're a girl. And I still believe that. I did not say anything I don't believe. I don't think he's going to make it, guys. He said, you know, I'm going to give you some important advice that my band teacher taught me in class back when I was a small child like you are acting now. And this is true. This is what Mr. Reed told my middle school band. This was his motto. He says, he told us to suck less. I said, do you think you can do that, little guy? And my band teacher did that. That was a true story. He said, our band motto is suck less. So I gave him that advice. I passed it on, Mr. Reed. I hope that you are proud of me. He says, hello, wicked woman, my stingy friend. So that was on April 8th. And this is when I said, like, I thought this was going to be like a 2-part, but then he messaged me again and make it into 3 parts. This video is very long because I promised it would only be in 3 parts. So we're steaming through it. So that was the 8th. He did not respond to me. I guess I kind of ruined it for him. He says, at 7 o'clock in the morning too. He says, hello, wicked woman, my stingy friend. I said, what do you want now? I'll let you read this. It says, I want your life this time. I want your blank this time. More intimidation, more trying to upset me, hurt me, worry me. More, I guess, blackmail to get me to give him money so that he won't hurt me. I'm like, oh no, please don't hurt me. Please, no. Oh, and I want to go back for a minute before I keep going. On Facebook, I did make a post on my personal Facebook that says that I made a scammer big mad. If you get a friend request from me, it's not from me. He's being horrible at his job, and he is trying to blackmail me, quote unquote blackmail me. And so don't friend me. That's basically what I did. And then I did see like a page for Sarah Mayhem, but it was not like no picture showed up, and there was like nothing on the profile at all. But I did report it, And I don't know if anything ever happened of it, but I did report it. And I said they were pretending to be me. It might not have been me, because there are other Sarah Mayhems on Facebook, believe it or not. So, and they actually have legitimate accounts. So, I don't know. I said, what do you want now? He's like, I want your life this time. I want your blank this time. I said, well, taxes are due soon. So if you could hurry and take my life already, I'd appreciate it. I already paid my taxes. But it would have been nice. He's like, fool. And I said, for? And he says, Anyalea. Now, I have a brain. It's amazing. I'm a woman. In his eyes, I'm a stupid woman who has no education and I don't understand. But I'm a woman who has a brain. And I can easily copy the text and then put it into Google and have it be translated. And Anyalea says, I can see. So I said, I can see what? So his answer was, you know what? Get lost. Did I ruin it? I ruined it. He was going to start talking to me in a different language, guys. And, oh, I ruined it. Oh, I hate what I did. I said, nope, I don't. So get the point. Says, get lost. I said, I thought he says, you know what? And I didn't see the get lost. So he's like, you know what? Get lost. But I read, you know what? And I said, nope, I don't. So get to the point, friend. He says, you're a stingy woman. I can't be friends with you. I'm like, then why are you messaging me? I said, we haven't been friends. I was being sarcastic. And then I sent him something. Let's see what I sent, because I don't remember. I said, how are you texting me? You're tired or something. Sure. I just wanted to show him I could use the language, I think. Says, you thought I don't know the language you spoke. You thought I don't know the language you spoke. So he's trying to flip it like I'm using this language. Clearly, I've used English the entire frickin' time we've talked. It's been like 2 months, 2.5 months. I've only used English with this man. So he's like, you thought I didn't know the language you spoke. I'm like, you're the one that just showed your own cards by using a different language. I said, I literally translated what you sent me and used it. That's your language, not mine. I use English, so not sure where you're going with this one. So once again, trying to intimidate me with like, I know more about you. And so then he says, I'm tired of texting you. Please stop texting me. Like he's the victim now. I said, you messaged me. He's like, I beg you in name of God. Okay, please don't bring God into this again. He messaged me. Please leave me alone. Don't bother me. He's begging me to leave him alone. I said, you tried to threaten me, and then now you're trying to gaslight. You're a strange man. If you scroll up, you'll see that you threatened to harm me. You threatened my life. You threatened to sexually assault me. You threatened all these things. You've called me names. I said, you threatened to blackmail me. He says, if you scroll up, you'll see what you threatened to harm me. That is you starting the conversation. I have left you alone until you sent me a message. And I sent him a picture of it. It's like, see, such a child. And then he sent me these pictures. I don't know what it is. It's a goat head. And if you believe in this stuff, I'm sorry that I'm showing a cursed photo, because apparently these are cursed pictures. I'm very sorry. I don't understand it. I don't know what I'm looking at. Someone's leaning right into it too, so I'm not really sure like if they're that intimidated by it, because they're like right next to it, but it definitely looks screwed up. Very cultural. If you believe in this stuff, I'm not trying to be offensive either. It says, do you want this to visit you? And these are like pots with dead animals in them. Apparently, this is another cursed photo. Once again, if you believe in this, I am so sorry. Please explain it to me in the comments, though. Please explain to me these cursed images. What is intimidating about it? What is cursed? What is it? It says, do you want to die? I said, are these cursed or something? Voodoo, satanic goats in jars? I said, I don't even know what I'm looking at. Please explain. And how would you be able to hurt me? You're all the way in a different country. It says, the spirit will come visit you in USA, where you live at night. Where you live at night. Okay, I live there during the day too. It says, so much for you being a man of God, like you claimed. Men of God don't steal from people and threaten them. Cool. I'll make tea when they show up. When is the voodoo BS taking place so I can greet them at the door? You don't even know where I live, by the way, so they might be searching for a bit. Said, my accounts won't tell you an address, so looking at Google might take a while. Meaning where I live. What were you hoping to get from this conversation today? Just wanting to prove you're a little boy again? Then I sent another message. Let's see what I said.